Okay, this is the review. This is the consumer review for the Eureka Spitfire 1. I bought this tent a month ago, and I tested it out last night in my backyard. Before I always test stuff before I always test equipment before I take it on campouts. It's only 2 pounds. The poles are aluminum, and they are individual. They do not connect through here. They so that means in order to keep it up, you have to make sure this is tight so that it is so that it won't come up. The whole thing is mesh. So it is definitely not, if you're like in Alaska or something and you want a backpacking tent, this is not the one. If you're doing a lot of cold weather camping, I'd recommend something different. But if you're like here in North Carolina, it is really you have some cold weather in the winter, but it's also pretty warm, so you just have to bundle up in the winter, I guess. But aluminum poles, very strong, sturdy construction. The rain fly attaches through clip-ons, so it's easy to clip down. And it's easy to tighten. This is a no-seam mesh with a has a bathtub floor, and I'll show you the seals in a minute. Their seals are really nice on this tent. I have not tested it out in the rain, but clouds are rolling in and it might rain, so I'm going to finish up this video so we can wait for it to rain. One thing I did notice when I was sleeping in last night was condensation. That might also be because we had a hot night and all the moisture in the air could not escape, so it had to rise and collect on the top. But last night did collect a little condensation, but it did not get anything in the tent wet. So I didn't get anything in the tent wet, but it did collect a little bit. Let me fasten this down. Oh, that strap again. So anyway, so let's take a look inside at the seals and the size. So it's a very large side opening door, which that was one of the biggies that I was looking for, because they're just so easy. You don't have to reach really far. They're just you don't have to you can just reach in. You don't have to actually climb in your tent. You don't have a lot of headroom. So your seals on your floor are very, very nice. Seals over here, very tight. But side pockets, they're not dangly. They're strapped to the side. I have not tested this out with a backpack yet, but you should be able to put a full-size backpack down there, and might have to put your feet on top of it or something like that. But it can get kind of tight, but you're just gonna backpacking tents are like that because you want small space and very lightweight, so they can't be very large. So, like I said, it did collect a little condensation. But it did not get wet. Nothing at all get wet. One thing is that this floor feels kind of thin. Even though it is totally waterproof. I totally believe that because I had the I wetted it a little bit earlier. And the ground cloth was wet. The water does not soak through. Very nice seals. However, you do want to put a ground cloth underneath in case there's like, I always put a ground cloth underneath my tent to protect it from rocks tearing through the bottom. It just adds another layer of protection of water seeping through your floor in the middle of the night, which is not fun, believe me. I've had it done. I've had my tent fill up with water before, and it ruins a camp out. Another cool thing about this, if you still don't have enough ventilation, even with all the mesh, the Spitfire series, eureka Spitfire series, has this cool little venting feature, and you can prep up that little leg, and it adds another circulation of air into here. Sorry about that. And you don't have to get out of your tent to do this. There's a zipper right there, so that you could just zip that back and increase or decrease the ventilation as needed. But like I said, the Eureka Spitfire is meant for one person. I would not recommend you putting two in here. Just be way too cramped. But it is a solo backpacking tent. Very large rain fly. It has an internal vestibule. It does not have an external vestibule like some tents. So if you're a person that likes to put their backpack outside to have more room in the tent, then you might want to put like a trash bag or a backpack rain gear, something like that. Keep your backpack dry. And put it outside of your tent underneath a tree or something. Because this has no internal this does not have a vestibule. It does, but it's very, very small, enough for like shoes or something like that. So that's the Eureka Spitfire. Sorry if I was shaking and stuff. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but hope you like this review. Come back for more. I do want to do more reviews on my YouTube account. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.